Night after night, the city's heartbeat pulses beneath neon veins. A rhythm for the lost, the desperate, and those sworn to keep order in the chaos. Los Angeles isn't just a city. It's a sprawling, pain-soaked labyrinth where memories flicker like faulty holograms, and every shadow conceals a secret. In this city, being a cop means chasing ghosts and chasing dreams that evaporate as quickly as the tainted rain. We work the streets with the weight of duty pressing against our ribs, chasing replicants who blur the line between machine and man, justice and survival. Out here, the job is more than a badge or a nameplate. It's a dance with danger, a marriage to the city's madness. But don't be fooled. The job won't ever love you back. It'll take everything you've got and leave you staring at your own reflection in the rain-slicked glass, wondering if your memories are real. You want loyalty? You won't find it in the concrete halls of LAPD HQ. Never there. You want gratitude? Ask the city. She'll just spit shattered neon husks at your feet and tell you to move along. What you get is suspicion, a cold cup of shit coffee, and, best case, the kind of camaraderie built on mutual scars. You'll watch partners come and go, your dreams buried in graveyard shifts, and hope, if you ever had any, get chewed up in the gears of a machine that never stops grinding. But that's the truth, isn't it? The badge gives you purpose, not comfort. It gives you a role, not a home. Out here, love is a luxury, and loyalty a fleeting shadow. The job doesn't care if you bleed. It only asks that you keep going, keep fighting, keep watching the city through weary eyes and sharpened instincts. You're not the hero, just the line between an open case and a closed one. So you work the beat, you chase the impossible, you carry the weight. But don't wait for the job to love you. It's not built for that. All you have is the city, the night, and the promise that, even as the rain washes away the past, you were here. You mattered, if only for a few pained heartbeats before burial in the graveyard of dreams.
Hello and welcome, folks. Welcome to the Graveyard of Dreams. We're going to go ahead and play some more Blade Runner this evening. I hope everybody's excited. I am certainly excited. I was walking on sunshine for the entire evening after we finished play last time on session 0, where we made your characters and figured all that out. One of the things I wanted to talk about, though, is it's the holiday season right now, and everybody's trying to get their gifts for their gamers in their lives. And having been a lifelong gamer, I know how hard that is for parents and the gamer and the grandparents, especially. They mean well, but the sweater ain't cutting it when you want that second edition D&D stuff or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Has anybody gotten like they got like the backgammon game when they're asking for D&D or whatever?
I really like tabletop games.
Yeah, I've definitely, not necessarily my family, but had some conversations with some well-meaning folks who are like, oh yeah, I like tabletop games. And they're like, oh, so like checkers? You're like, no,
Not
but
really.
maybe. Yeah,
Monopoly.
no. Yeah.
What, Chutes and Ladders? That's a kid's game.
If they're real fancy, you get the Monopoly game that's themed for your neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that is. You have to live in like some primo neighborhood to get that right.
I was at my wife's high school reunion down in the boonies the other day, and they had a themed Monopoly for this little town. I was like,
No
That's
way.
You must, yeah, okay. So it's just any town who pays for it. Anybody who's paid, okay. Okay.
So I was just thinking to myself, I mean, this shows how young you guys are because you're talking about bespoke Monopoly games. It wasn't any bespoke Monopoly game. It was you got it how they gave it.
Monopoly is monopoly.
Exactly.
It's not
That's one of
true.
the things. That's one of the things about Axis and Allies now is you can have so many different versions of Axis and Allies. Like when I was playing it, it was it was just that. Any
Yep.
kind of mods you wanted to do, you did yourself. So it's always something.
I didn't
yeah, I
really get
feel like
into tabletop until later. Like whenever I was active duty, like 2019-ish, I started getting into tabletop, and having to explain it to my mom, she thought I was crazy, and she thought that I was doing devil worship because, you know, the old stigma.
Well, see
And
that was the thing. I was playing it in the '80s when that was an
yeah,
actual thing. Like there were
the
professional
thing, yeah.
hearings.
Yeesh.
You know what? Okay, that reminds me. There was this Tom Hanks movie, and I don't remember when it came out, but it's Mazes and Monsters.
Yep.
And
Oh
I've
yeah.
heard, and I don't know if this is actually real or not, but I have heard that he denies like ever being in that movie.
I'm sure he does.
It's not
Like,
listed on his IMDb, I don't think.
right,
So
and yeah,
he's insisted that his agents scrub him from that chapter of history, I believe.
but you know, if somebody wants to get me a copy of Mazes and Monsters for Christmas, I'll take that for a spin. That sounds fun.
It's
That
not
would
worth
be
it.
fantastic.
It's
Just
not
have
even
it on
like
your shelf.
yeah, it's not even bad enough to qualify as like a good B movie. If you really want peak '80s cool sword and sorcery movie, it's this the Sword and the Sorcerer.
Oh, I've
Um,
never heard of that.
He's got a three-bladed sword that launches the blades.
I'll take it.
Nice.
It,
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
it is so bad.
we're bringing it back around because we're just
Yeah.
talking about fun 80s, you know, fantasy, then sci-fi, and whoop, oh, we got all the way around to Blade Runner. We
There
did
we
it.
go. For
We
sure.
did it. Full circle.
So speaking of which, we probably ought to get going on this because I got a lot of stuff to do. You have an investigation to complete, and we need to work our way through it. So just a quick recap of what we did last week. It was basically we just got to meet our players and introduce the characters they'll be playing in order to navigate this noir romp through the amazing setting and game. We have Nastya, played by Laine. Feng, I kept mispronouncing Feng's name last time. I'm not going to Feng it up again.
make sure you don't.
Played by Jack. We have Angel, and they're played by Branden, and Ward, played by Tommy. So really excited to bring this through. We just got the briefing, the briefest of briefings from Chief Holden, the chief of the Rep Detect unit, telling you that a certain Sandor had been murdered at a club and last night in downtown or in that district, and that their partner was missing. So we have two N9 replicants, one of whom was murdered and the other one that's gone missing. And there's some other details that are involved in that. And I'm going to let Tommy give us a rundown of what details you have so far. And again, we'll get started from there.
All right. So this would be from the pocket notebook of Ward. His field notes. Shooting Sector 1, Snake Pit Nightclub Row. 2 Nexus 9 Blade Runners were there investigating suspected innate activity. Witness reports state human supremacy movement present. Keep it off the cover of Kill, the sleazy tabloid. Nexus 9s were approved for use just last year. Distrust is at an all-time high. Got the Wallace Corp and LAPD brass writing Chief hard. The the two N9s in question, Leah and Sandor, both combat designations, various mental and physical capacities. One is now missing. The other is dead, being processed in the LAPD crime lab right now. As if on cue, there is Sandor, serial number Sierra November 91.48. And then Leah, Lima Hotel 37.93. Leads were currently threads that we can pull on. Well, I'll save that. I'll let you do your introduction. I'll let that part come out and play. But yeah, those are my notes.
So Holden gave you a heads up that you probably want to check out the crime scene. You may want to look at the missing replicant Leah's residence to find any information on where she might be or who she might have been in contact with. The big thing is on this, just
Quell.
on a, yeah, no, that's Quell is the Wallace Corporation
Yeah, PR manager.
bigwig. Yeah, PR manager. So she's going to be probably riding Holden's ass, but as you guys definitely know, shit rolls downhill, and Holden will definitely be letting you know that you need to deal with anything that's coming up from her. He didn't really say much about offering a bunch of protection from above, but he wants you to get this case taken care of as quickly as possible so that everybody looks good. Now, one of the things to kind of keep in mind as far as the system is concerned, every bit of evidence, one of the interesting things that Tommy said, playing Ward has a paper notebook. Ward takes notes in a paper notebook rather than entering it into his Kia, his knowledge integrated assistant, because everything that goes into the Kia goes up to the mainframe and is something that the LAPD knows, and therefore the UN knows, and possibly, just possibly, Wallace Corporation, because there's all sorts of information and you've already had about who and what influence they kind of have over the LAPD. So keep in mind that if you want it to be off the record and hush hush, just tell me I'm not putting this in my Kia. And if you want it to be, something that gets you promotion points and earns you credit for having done the investigation, then or shows that you've actually made some forward progress in the investigation, then you definitely want to enter that data into the Kia.
Right. I mean, and
Would
everything
be
operates on the
synthetic.
Wallace network, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So they just take a little off the top.
Exactly. So always a challenge there. Information control is something very important. So, and again, if you want to preserve somebody's life that you think is worthy of living and not being retired, or has messed up, but you want to keep them as a confidential informant, then you would keep them off the Kia. And that may earn you humanity points, which are a way you can level up your skills. So keep that in mind as you go forward. You have a couple of different places you can go. You guys kind of tell me what you're going to do as far as how you're going to set up. You can always appropriate a squad room in the lower floors of the headquarters. But again, if you're in the headquarters, there's a chance that somebody's going to be listening, somebody's going to be watching.
Yeah, I think I mean, Nastya, I wouldn't say she's a bad investigator, but she's definitely not the, the brightest mind on the team. And so she's biased for action, So I think we're sitting in this briefing room, we get up, we all walk outside, and I think we ended with us being like out front of the station talking about this, right?
No, you were in the hallway.
In the
and
hallway.
you can take an elevator down to the garage and just split up as to where you want to go, and you decide.
All right. So Nastya is going to look at the group and be like, I think someone needs to go secure the scene of the crime. Make sure that nobody in this bar is touching any of our evidence, and I'm happy to do that. So
And there's officers at the scene of the crime already, right?
Yes. They have locked it down, but they haven't. They're waiting on the investigators to do their thing.
Okay. And if there's evidence to be found, I think Feng would go with. He's got he's good at analyzing, but also at finding evidence.
Cool.
Sergeant, I am attached to you as you are my field training officer.
Senior detective.
Senior, as my senior detective, I will go where you go.
Sounds good.
But perhaps we probably oughtn't all go there. So we've got what are the leads we've got? We've got Leah's home. Sandor's home could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I know Griff didn't mention that. The crime scene. We've got Wallace PR. I don't know if we actually need to talk to this person or if this is just
You probably want to
from whence the shit will run.
Yeah, having something to give her would be kind of critical. So if they have an unreasonable expectation, it won't be. It will be very unreasonable here in hour 0, right? Speaking of which, you have a time tracker in the open book, the journal part.
Mm-hmm.
You have a time tracker. Each one of them is assigned to you as an individual. This is your time card, like how you're actually going to be telling yourself for posterity what it was you were doing and investigating as you went along.
Gotcha. So there's 4 shifts a day.
Yes, and you are in shift 1.
Okay.
Morning shift, just starting out.
Well, I feel like we probably ought to get some of us over to the crime scene. Fresh as it can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Detective
Ward walks out kind of behind everybody. He had stayed behind just momentarily. And Chief's office, walk down and he'll look to Nastya. So what's the plan?
Well, I didn't know I was being paid to be the planner on this, but I'm just kidding. Ward. But I'm gonna go down the scene of the crime, and I guess I'm taking Angel with me because Angel's got to come with me.
I think we should all go to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I think he looks at he looks at the squad that's kind of assembled. He's got red eyes. He's got permanent stubble on his face. Looks like he cuts his own hair. He says, "We've got a couple of holes that we can plug while we're en route. We don't have an address for Sandor. We've got one for Leah. Let's see if we can track that down en route." They mentioned video footage of the snake pit. We need to see if we can get that, as well as their personnel files from the LAPD mainframe.
You've got the personnel files already.
Okay, look at those on our Kias, right?
Yep.
Right. Is there video footage of the incident right now? I know it was mentioned. I don't know if it was something that it was, hey, go out and get this, or.
So one of the things he could do, or you could do, is you could go down into the headquarters building and go to the wall and get the Esper images straight from it. It's unlikely that there'll be images from inside the club. However, it's likely that there are going to be images from outside of it. The surveillance is generally like it is now. Everybody has a camera outside of their facilities. Most places it's proprietary inside, and they will not, or they may have it. They may have video, but they have not uploaded any to the Kia yet from the interior of the snake pit.
Okay, so that's what we're there to go get. That'll be priority when we get there. And then he'll look around and kind of like close up his thoughts. He'd ask if anybody has any contacts at the tabloid kill.
Nope. None of them are associated with that Humanity First rag, or at least not willing to admit it to you.
Okay, kill is that that's a tabloid for the Humanity First.
Yeah, they have a lot of articles in there that are not complementary to the Nexus or N9s or anybody who works with them.
So, and our goal is to get them to not print the story about
Yeah,
this. Oh,
right.
that seems like a job for
Yeah,
fisticuffs over here.
yeah. That's why I was asking if we have a contact, if we can get a contact, or maybe talk
Detective,
about not going to Kel empty-handed.
well,
Might be able
the-
to.
Detective, maybe I can use some of my skill sets to win over their opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Keep running up
not?
that hill.
Yeah, I appreciate the initiative, Angel. Perhaps your skills would be better used questioning any witnesses at the snake pit, and I'm happy to give you leave to go and take care of that.
Copy all, ma'am.
Okay, so the two of you in the same skimmer, you head over to start heading over to the place. Feng, you know that it would be, while your skills are top notch, it would be easier to actually access the wall and its contents from the actual facility. You're going to take a penalty to try and do it from your Kia because it's not meant to really do all that. So it'd be up to you. You can go ahead and do that, and they can upload stuff for you or whatever. But you can also go to the scene. There's no.
Gotcha. So I could stay here and look through the data that has been gathered so far.
Yeah, really, there isn't a whole lot. You could look up a few things. You could look up Quell, because you've heard her name now. You could also look them up on your way over there. Like you could be looking on your Kia as you're going over there, but you're accessing it from the Kia, which is more difficult. And eventually, it may get around to them that you are looking into them, kind of thing.
I think regardless, I think I'll take Senior Detective Ward's advice, and let's all go to the crime scene to begin with.
Okay, so you head on over. Do you do any research while are you driving yourself, or is you letting Ward drive you? Fly you, I should say.
May I ride with you, Ward?
Hop in.
He'll hop in and he'll tap away on his Kia the whole time because not make eye contact, not talk. It's silent ride.
Yes,
And he's
awkward.
maximally
Awesome.
awkward.
Awkwardness is.
Yeah, he's definitely human. he's definitely
No one
as
would
awkward as he is,
pretend to be this awkward.
for sure. Okay, so go ahead and give me a let's see here. Trying to remember the just kind of give me a hint as to what it is you're going to look into.
Yeah, let's start by looking up the well, I guess we already have access to the officers' files, right? But do we have maybe like the last whatever investigation they've been involved in most recently?
Okay.
Thinking because I mean, if it's officers, like targeted, could be related to something that
Yeah, for sure.
they've been working on.
So an int plus tech roll.
Int plus tech.
Your Google skills.
Yeah, the googly.
I'll take it.
Google
The Wallace
food.
skills.
That's 2 successes.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. So you are looking through, and as you're driving on over there again, we have, it's a cityscape. It's massive, and you're headed towards Zone 1, which is not that distant from the LAPD headquarters. But you're able to find, as you go through it, and much faster than most anybody would be able to,
Bleep, bloop, 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 bloop.
you are able to call up Leah's performance report.
Remind me of the date.
This
game
is
today.
9th, or excuse me, not 9th, the 11th of May.
Would
24/7.
her performance report include her baseline testing? Like if she was not feeling
Yes.
too hot?
If you, I just shared it to everybody. You can go ahead and take a look.
Ooh.
Yeah, baseline test failure. Suspension. Oof.
Recalibration. Doesn't that sound ominous?
So I mean, I think all of our characters would know this in game, but I was reading the core rulebook a little bit before jumping on. And for replicants, if you fail your baseline 3 times, you are permanently retired.
Yeah.
So she was like about to be killed or destroyed, whatever your views on that are, if she failed one more time.
Right. And if you were with us last week, and those of you that are watching, you may have heard me say something about Angel's recollection of Leah.
Yeah,
And the
you
fact-
mentioned something about the academy and her having issues.
Yeah, she was in the class ahead of me. Yeah, lots of issues that Angel knew about.
So how long has she been on duty? Like when did she start?
Her inception date was 4 July 2036.
So she
did
was
about
part of the
months.
first batch. She was part of the first batch to go into active duty.
So about 9 months before her first baseline failure.
Yep. Do you look up Quell at all, or?
Were you able to get anything on Sandor? I feel like that'd be more a priority.
Sandor's record is not there's nothing outstanding. Like it's he's got several cases solved, etc. He definitely does not have any discipline knocks on his record.
Okay.
Any reason why we wouldn't have any reason for him not having an address?
I think that's actually a writer's oversight.
Ooh.
You have an address. It's present and there. The key thing is that you want to look for the missing person, right? And usually they would be returning to their house. But yeah, you don't have one for him.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess if we're he's just like kind of muttering to himself in the seat next to War. He's like 2 baseline failures.
Do you transfer it to everybody else so they can see it as well?
Yeah, I'll flick it over to the other car.
Everybody else's key is.
Yeah.
Cool. So the two of you flying in echelon make it over there in short order, and you drop down to the street, and you can see that it's already been cordoned off. There's uniformed LAPD basically set up a perimeter around the out front of it and around to the sides of the alleyway that leads into the back of it. Do you guys drop down inside the perimeter or outside of it and then approach on foot? What's the plan?
Any reason to play coy? I don't.
One of the oldest maxims about any kind of crime is that they return to the scene of the crime.
I guess that's a reason to play coy then. So.
Or they want to observe it, or maybe half of you do that and half of you don't.
So we traveled in 2 different spinners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that Nastya is probably driving the other one, and she doesn't give a fuck about a coy approach, so she just, like Home Depot forklift sound lands,
The air horn, yes. You ride the air horn as
yeah.
you make some fucking room for me, yeah.
Yes.
I really like Nastya. She's fun.
Get
I
out the
know I've known
way.
officers like Nastya.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
The
drop
other
in.
side, Ward will find himself an alley. He'll kind of tuck into it, right? A good distance off, right?
Cool.
He's already looked at the map.
Yeah, as you're doing that, you just hear the burp, 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 like 2 streets away.
And yeah, I guess if you touch down, probably as gently as you do, Feng doesn't even realize you've landed. He's like just still in the Kia, looking. He
And that's
hears
one of the things too is that and when you finally look up Feng and you note that the sky is slowly clouding over from your observations the night before, where you're sure
at
the weather
LAX,
going to be going to be pretty clear, and now it's that window is closing very rapidly, and there's like a smoky drizzle coming in as well. So you drop into the center of it, and again, there's a couple of uniforms. There's a sergeant, uniformed sergeant comes over to you, and he kind of looks you up and down. He goes, "Yeah, got your credentials?"
Yeah, I have this cat right here.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
So
just
you show your badge and you flash your badge. He's like, "Okay, yeah, good to see you." He lets you in. Now the snake pit, for you guys to your edification, is the actual nightclub where Decker kills the second replicant after a brief chase.
Mhm.
She was a performer at the
all right, she's got a snake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
at the snake pit.
Is that a real snake?
Exactly. So you guys go on in and make your way inside, and we'll turn the page over to Ward and Feng as they approach. You guys are just basically interacting with the sergeant when they kind of come up. Are you looking at the crowd? There are a few people out, even though the weather's turning to shit, and it's relatively early.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nastya is like looking at the crowd just to make sure that nobody's like, there's nobody suspicious around, nobody who's, I don't know, getting close to the evidence, anybody that she needs to kind of
Okay.
scare
Yeah,
off.
there's not apparently anything out here on the street to see.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you guys go on in, but I'm talking about Ward and Feng because they were using you as bulls to kind of
Mhm.
to watch to see if anybody's watching you.
Sure, yeah. I'll take a
Okay, so
pull his eyes away from the screen.
observation and intelligence for both Ward and Feng.
Yeah, I think as we approach, if Ward sees Nastya, walking the perimeter of the crime scene, yeah, that'll be enough to, give him a little confidence, and he'll observation, you said?
Yeah, intelligence and observation to take a look at the crowd and see what they're doing. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Well, I think I'll push that because I can't roll 2 the same time, right? I can't roll 2 a second time.
I would not. No, I would not push it because you can't actually re-roll those dice.
Oh, you can't re-roll the unicorns.
Yep.
Oh, well, never mind.
Origami unicorn. So if you were to re-roll it, that would be a 2 stress automatically, and that would not be very healthy for Feng.
No,
So
that's
Feng, you basically are walking in there and you keep like
he does not pull his eyes up from the Kia. That's what happens.
and you keep getting bumped by people as you kind of trying to make your way forward. They're like you keep whacking into them. How we do, Ward?
Oh, I have to accept this role, right? Okay.
And Tommy, I don't know
What's
if it's
that? That's
intentional,
2
but I think
eyeballs.
you've got your rolls set to private.
Yeah, they're on private.
Ah. Let's yep, that's what we did.
Just go ahead and roll in the clear.
Reveal? Boom. There we go.
you both rolled.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
two
Oh,
successes.
okay.
Okay,
We're
two
good. We're
successes.
good. We're
Oh,
good.
yeah,
We're
I
good.
thought
I
you
thought there
said
was
Everything's good.
ones. I was like,
Everything's
what?
fine.
that'd be an
Yeah.
auspicious start if we rolled 4 unicorns.
No,
Yeah, right.
That would be like,
Yeah.
my friend Kyle he's got the worst rolling luck ever,
Ooh,
and that would have been like, you guys are both Kyles. here's your card.
there you go.
Okay, so you actually make out there's a big, tall, bald guy standing in the crowd, and he's actually clocking Nastya as she goes in, and he looks like hopeful, like he keeps moving around, moving over to one side, and kind of moving back the other way.
Okay. Is he like
And then
on
when
the
she
way?
goes
the way to
inside,
this-
you're at the you guys are at the tape, and or at least Ward is at the tape. Feng is behind him, like getting jostled by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, unless Ward
Oh.
stops him, he's gonna like walk directly into Ward's back.
Nice.
He'd stop at the tape. He'd kind of dip under the tape. He sees Nastya. He sees the bald guy watching Nastya. And he'll look to see Angel. Where's Angel at?
I've just been right by Nastya's side the
So-
entire time.
Yeah, the two of them already went inside the club and have entered the actual crime scene. This is actually just the perimeter.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I misunderstood.
Anything else noteworthy about this big, tall, bald guy? Besides
He's,
that,
he's probably the biggest.
Anything?
He's probably the biggest, tallest guy out here, and he looked like he really wanted to talk to somebody, but the cops are like, "Yeah, stay out of here." Now, one of the things you might do is canvass and ask if anybody witnessed what happened.
he looks like he's got a story to tell.
Right. Yeah. Is there any non-essential personnel at this point?
I mean, the uniforms are standing around doing their own thing. You approach the thing. Do you show your badge, or do you try and get an officer's attention or something, or what's the plan?
I think at this point, I would. He'd pull out his badge, flash it to the officers, and pretty much tell them, if they haven't already, to shut it down, and if you're not essential to the investigation, time to go. Obviously,
road.
assuming they've identified the witnesses for us, or if that's something that we need to do.
So they're like, yeah, we haven't talked to anybody. We were told to be hands off. And as they're talking, the big bald guy starts edging towards you guys because he sees that you're interacting with the officer, and the officer's not telling you to get stuffed.
I'll look to Feng and just kind of give Feng, a look, to go talk to him while he schools this young guy on how to work a crime scene.
All right.
He'll pretty much he'll task these beat cops with going and canvas. Yeah, if we could, to go collect the witnesses for him.
Okay. Yeah, you generally probably don't want them to do that because they're not qualified to do that, especially in a Blade Runner investigation where you're looking for replicants and you don't necessarily want everything to go up on the Kias. So you ask them to say, hey, if there's anybody in the crowd, you ask them to tell you to round up any witnesses from the crowd. And as soon as the guy officer says anything, the uniformed officer says, hey, anybody see anything? And the guy over there goes, the bald guy goes, yeah, I saw it.
All right. Well, I guess Feng will put his key away and take a walk over to him.
Yeah, I saw the whole
That's what-
thing.
Okay, tell me what you saw.
Yeah, I was a guest at the club last night, and we saw this brawl erupt when some replicant haters started jeering at Iris. She's a dancer. She's I think an N9. Really, really sexy. Sorry. Brief interlude there. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. And yeah, I saw this fight break out, and between a bunch of those scumbags that were trying to do all that stuff and shut down her dance. Yeah, it was really bad. And then there was a bang, and I don't know what happened, and everybody was running out.
Okay.
I didn't see any of them, anybody hurt until I saw that guy laying on the floor. He was in a pool of blood.
Okay. So he'll, I mean, I don't know if you want to go into this level of detail, but he'll take like this guy's information down and everything.
Okay.
Do you come to the snake pit often?
Yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm kind of sweet on Iris. Go ahead and give me an empathy plus insight roll, and you have advantage.
With advantage. All right. There's one.
Yeah, he's not telling the whole story.
So you're sweet on Iris. Is Iris sweet on you?
I don't even know that she knows I exist, man. You could tell her. You could tell her.
Could I kind of shadow Feng? Like, I'm gonna move away from Nastya, and I'm gonna like shadow.
I'm gonna turn the page here. You guys, we're gonna go back to you. You're inside.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're inside. My bad.
You guys are inside the club and the snake pit, and let me just bring this up first.
Someone is raiding us with a party of 9. What does that mean?
Woohoo! Means what up, guys? The 9 people.
It means we've got company.
Oh shit!
Bunch of people on there. So just shared the map with you all of the snake pit.
God damn.
Oh, let's see this.
This is something that also that Nastya and Angel, you both received from Feng while he was flying over. One of the things he was doing was giving you the map. And the other thing we have going for you here is your first crime scene photo.
Oh my goodness.
Scandalous.
So treat these as actual photos of the scene, the places that you can see. You can actually see what's going on in these things, and you can ask questions about them, etc.
Place looks like fucking Versailles.
Yeah, very fancy. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is that the mirror was cracked, so it looks like they stood opposite of the mirror when they shot. Right?
Yeah, trajectory is looking to go through here.
And the body's already been removed, right? It was taken to okay.
It's going to be autopsied here as soon as you order it.
Cool. Well, I think when it's kind of, switched over to Angel and I think, Nastya's she's taken in the scene, but it's like she's not the brains of this operation, she's gonna notice some obvious stuff, but she's gonna go over to, I assume whoever the manager of the club is.
Sitting on a bench is a. Hey, you gonna fucking let me open up or what? I need to make my nut, right?
Sir.
Hey, I'm sorry, sir. We are just here to like, as soon as Nastya, like, I feel like she was about to like be like,
oh, she was gonna be pissed.
I'm gonna like gently like put my hand on her shoulder, and just kind of give her like a nod of like, let me here, I can handle this. He's like, I need to make my nut or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be, hi, I'm so sorry, sir. And I'm like rustling my hair a bit. I'm so sorry. We're just here to investigate. We are part of the Blade Runner unit here. My name is Angel. What's your name?
Nastya's
You
like
don't know who I
literally
am?
like this.
How do you not know who I am? You shut my
I'm
business
sorry,
down and you
sir.
don't know
I
who I
was
am.
born. I was born literally like a couple of months ago.
Oh shit. Really? All right. Well, I'm Taffy. I'm Taffy Lewis. I'm the owner, proprietor.
Taffy,
Just
what a
honest.
lovely name. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. I'd love it more if you'd open my business so I can get on with business today.
Well, hopefully we're going to be able to do that for you as soon as possible. We just have a couple of questions for you, really, regarding the incident that happened here with the N9 replicant known as Leah.
I don't know any. And do you show her the picture?
Yes, I
Draw the
show
picture.
both Sandor and Leah.
Okay. Yeah. He's. Oh yeah. I thought those two were cops. I figured that was what was going on. They smelled like cops to me. You
I
get
didn't
you get an
realize we had a
experience for this.
smell.
17 years ago, was it 17, 18 years ago? One of you Blade Runners came through here and fucking smoked my dancer.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Hopefully that won't happen again.
I can't afford it.
I certainly you cannot. I mean, us N9s are very valuable. And speaking of that N9, can you tell me a little bit what happened beforehand? And I'm gonna look back at Nastya and just kind of give her a nod of like
Check out the rest of
scope
the
more
place.
things out while I distract him.
Nastya is literally just gonna like walk to the security room
Okay.
and like pull the tapes. Like she's like not asking permission. She's like, I'm just
Okay.
walking back there. I'm gonna go.
So
do this.
there is no security room.
Okay.
Basically, it basically just revolves around very light security because it's a high end joint
Mhm.
generally. And even 18 years ago, it was easy for Blade Runner to go back there and act like he was a member of the journalists club.
Yep.
And he hasn't improved the security situation much since then. But as you go back, you're looking for the security room. You kind of go back through the
Yeah,
back of it,
manager's
and
office. Yeah.
yeah, and you go into the locker room, and there's a young, looking, very attractive gal with sparkles on her face, who is probably the dancer you were told about.
Was it Iris?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so Nastya wasn't there for that conversation where the witness was speaking about Iris and the fact that he's, in love with her and waits outside of her house every day or whatever it is that he does. So
She was actually inside, so
yeah.
didn't hear that. Yeah.
So she just, oh, she's cute. So, Nastya looks her up and down and is just like, you dance here?
Yeah.
Were you dancing last night?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you see?
I was dancing and these guys they got real rowdy and started yelling a bunch of stuff at me.
Why were they yelling stuff at you?
They yelling all that nasty skin job stuff.
Hmm.
They just seemed so full of hate, and they were throwing stuff at me, and that's when some people intervened and tried to help me.
Okay. And who are these people? What did they look like? And she actually at this point like peeks her head out the door and looks at Angel and like just kind of waves them in.
Angel is like still like they are very close to Taffy and like touching his arm and like, oh, you're so funny and like, yeah, tell me more about that.
All right.
What's
So that's not happening. So she's she goes back to the conversation then.
Oh no,
Totally.
I'll notice
Okay,
that. I'm
hold
gonna
on,
Okay,
clock
okay,
it.
okay, okay.
hold
Yeah.
on. Before we get there, because we kind of left you before you'd gotten to talk to Taffy about what he knows. He noticed.
Yeah.
But he seems to need to be calmed down a little bit. So you already started working on that. You're tapping him. You're making that eye contact. You're being very nice to this abrasive club owner.
Mhm.
And go ahead and give me a manipulation roll.
Okay. Come on. Why won't my HUD unlock?
So empathy
There we
plus
go.
manipulation.
Okay. Empathy. Nope. Where are you?
It reminds me of just like the customer service voice I would have to use at jobs when I was like in college.
Yep. Okay. Manipulation.
Absolutely it. No matter what your opinion is, you still have to make sure that you're like, no. So you can push the roll.
Yeah, I'll push.
Right. Love it.
And that
Oh, wow.
stress. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Taffy
So
falls
he's all-
asleep.
So
He's
Taffy's
so
like,
calm.
so I'm just by the time she's left, like he recognizes the fact that the hard ones left. You basically start working him, and he is putty in their hands, just like complete like yeah. So yeah, no, I saw them both here the night before. They smelled like cops, they stayed at the bar just watching and not talking to anyone, not buying anything either, until the brawl broke out. You know, these things happen every once in a while, and it kind of is part of the, how to put it, the attractiveness of this place for the higher end people. They want to feel like they're slumming, right? So things get rowdy every once in a while. It happens. But yeah, this group of assholes, they started jeering at my dancer, Iris, just totally, talking a bunch of smack, calling her skin job, and then they started throwing shit. First it was
how
ice and that kind of
awful.
stuff. Yeah, and that guy, Jail Schuyler, he was one of them. He's the editor of that magazine, the Kill magazine. He's the publisher, I should say, not even just an editor. He owns that fucking rag. But then some tall, pale dude confronted him. I'm not sure of his name. It's he kind of shifts and he leans into your touch. You're giving him like a massage on the shoulder. Like,
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, caressing his shoulder and just like leaning in, like my hand like this on the bar, just like looking deeply.
Styles, that's his name, Styles.
Styles, okay.
Yeah. And that's when the brawl broke out. Is that he kind of intervened and tried to help Iris out. But things got chaotic, and that's when the bang came out. And when the smoke cleared, your guy was laying on the floor, bleeding out. Panic went nuts. Everybody ran through the doors, and I called the police. That's it.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm sorry, but I didn't see who pulled the trigger. I have no
No,
idea.
no, it's okay. It's okay, honey. Like I really appreciate everything you did give me. This was a lot of great intel.
I really do need to open up the club. Like,
I know.
really need
Just
to.
like give us like a couple more hours, okay? And then we'll figure something out, okay?
All right. Sounds good. A couple
Okay,
hours though, really?
Yeah, a couple hours, you know how these things are. It's just be really patient. You're already so patient already. And I imagine at this moment, this is when Nastya, like, it's like,
So
Yeah.
Nastia's trying to get your attention, but you've got this guy wrapped so hard.
but listen, I'm going to get to work on that for you. We will get this wrapped up for you and you'll be able to open the bar. Everything's going to be just fine. Thank you so much again. And yeah, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder again. and kind of like give it a little squeeze, and like I'm gonna wink at him, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, bye, you have a nice night, and then make my way over.
Nice day. Yeah.
No.
So
She-
Nastya, we're going to go back to you
Yeah.
before this, right? So this is before all this this
Okay,
wonderful
okay.
success. So you're in there with Iris, who does not look comfortable,
Mhm.
and she is chain smoking. Just okay.
Yeah. So, who were these people? What did they look like? People that intervened.
Just I don't know. He's a big pale guy. I don't know him. I don't know him at all.
Okay. And after this big pale guy intervened, what happened?
It was a big brawl. I mean, he strode in, and there was like, uh, bodies were flying, and people were going all over the place, and then there's the shot. It was really loud, like really loud, like crazy loud. I didn't see who pulled the trigger or who shot him, and everybody was running for the door after that. I ran back here backstage.
Okay.
Um, uh,
So you didn't see who fired the gun.
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't see anybody pulling the trigger or anything like that. Go ahead and give me an insight roll.
I am
Empathy plus insight. Yep.
not good at either of those things.
Yeah. Okay, so you could push it if you wanted to, but you have very less odds. of
Yeah,
success.
I don't think it's worth me to push that.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so she's just, she's
She's taking down notes on the story, right?
yeah, she's just taking it in, and she kind of stops and is looking off to the side, and then looks at Iris, and she's like, are you safe? Anything happened when you went home last night?
I haven't been home.
You've been home, you've been here.
Yeah, the cops came and Taffy told me I had to stay in case you guys had questions. So I'm hoping I can go home now.
All
And
right,
why don't we call it right there for a brief break,
cool.
and we'll resume with the guys outside that we left hanging.
Hello again. So
Hey,
we had
hey.
someone ask in the chat, what does the unicorn mean on the roll table?
So the unicorn is, again, it's the origami unicorn from the original movie, which Edward James Olmos places on the on various artifacts that Decker finds, and it is indicating failure. If you push a roll, it's a critical failure. It causes stress, and for humans, regular humans, as opposed to replicants, regular humans, depending on which skill type you were attempting, if it was a physical skill, that will cause physical damage to you. You bruise yourself, you'll injure yourself, you'll pull a muscle, whatever it may be, trying to accomplish the task. You can still succeed if you re-roll. You can, but if you get those, that means you've done something to yourself to damage yourself and hurt yourself. But replicants are so perfect as far as physically that they do not take physical damage from failing or pushing a roll and rolling those origami unicorns. They take stress, and they're already a little bit less capable when it comes to managing their stress because they're artificial human beings with memories that are implanted, et cetera. So they actually are kind of on the they're challenged. But one of the things that's cool is that if they're willing to gamble, they can push a roll twice. Regular humans can only push a roll once, and the second time you roll is when you keep you keep the stress. That if you rolled an origami unicorn, you keep the stress that you rolled the first time, and the second roll you're going to go ahead and have that extra die. But replicants can actually push a roll twice. So when it comes to stuff they're really good at, it's not a bad idea for them to go ahead and go, no, I want to get even better than this. I want to get a better result than this. So it's one of the cooler aspects to this game. And once you run out of stress, and replicants have very few stress levels, you are basically broken. You're emotionally drained. Replicants will have a result like Leon in the opening of the original Blade Runner movie, where they just go on a kill murder spree. So you want to ask about my mom, huh? That kind of craziness.
Everybody's emotional break looks a little bit different, right?
Exactly. Replicants though tend to be either
some people
violent
go catatonic, some people start shooting, I guess.
Yeah, and replicants have a different chart for when they bottom out on their stress than regular human beings. And there's physical stuff as critical damage as well that you can sustain. But if you run out of health, it's called being broken. So you basically are just so beat up you cannot do anything but crawl and mutter. You're basically going to have to seek medical attention, but you don't have any critical injuries. You don't have a nail through your hand or a broken fingers that have been individually broken by Roy, kind of thing. That's critical damage. But the beating that he takes is the regular damage.
Yeah. So Arrow, just like in terms of how the rolls work generally, successes are 6s and above. A critical success is a 10 and above. The type of die you roll depends on what your skill is. And if your skill is, it can be a D6, a D8, a D10, or a D12.
I'm told that it's the Mutant Year Zero engine is what we're using. It's the game system that they've settled on. Alien uses a similar system. Twilight 2000 uses a similar system. I was exposed to this on Twilight 2000 because I actually argued with Joe O'Brien while he was running the game. I was like, yeah, no, if he's supposed to take the stress, because I conflated the rules for Twilight 2000 with the rules for this, and they're quite different on this aspect. Is that you take whatever damage you suffer. I was thinking in terms of the replicants where they only take stress for pushing a roll. So some pretty cool mechanics in this game, and the only way to recover stress is to spend a session regularly is to spend a shift off duty doing what pleases you. Some people have specializations, like maybe they smoke, and that allows them to regain 1 point of stress automatically or instantly once they've had their smoke in the scene. And basically smoke break, and they go out and smoke and that's supposedly going to get them better. Never mind the lung cancer in the future.
They
But
cured
there's
it.
so that can be used at any time. And then one of the other things you can do is if you're an empathetic, nice individual, you can actually try and help somebody else regain their stress when they're bottomed out, though. You can kind of like you can encourage them and get them back up on their feet. So a little bit of rules and yeah, the back rub mechanic. I love it. So we'll go back into character and we'll get back with Ward and Feng outside.
Yeah, so Feng is he's getting this guy's information. So does he tell him that his name is Styles?
Yeah.
And he'll be typing this information into his Kia, and because he rolled that insight and got the sense he wasn't sharing everything, he's going to, under the guise of taking that information, shoot a message to Ward just saying, witness, something doesn't add up. And he'll continue interviewing him and say, okay, so you said there was a brawl, right?
Yeah, big one.
How many people?
It's about I don't know, 5 or 6.
5 or 6 people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why were they fighting with each other? You said there were some human supremacists. Who were the other people?
I think whoever it was otherwise was trying to protect him.
Okay.
Protect the dancer, I mean.
The people who were throwing things, you said they were throwing things at Iris?
Yeah, they were tossing stuff at her and, not just saying mean things, but tossing things at her.
And would you be able to identify any of those people?
Yeah. One of them was, I've seen him before. I'm not sure where, though.
Very helpful.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know all that much, I guess.
Okay, but there were 3 of them. You've seen one of them before. Have you seen him?
There were like 4 or 5 of them.
There are 4 or 5 of the human supremacists.
Yeah.
Have you seen them here before?
No, I don't think. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I've seen him once or twice. The main guy, the one that was like the leader of the group, I've seen him before.
So he's maybe would you call him a regular here?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's how I remember it. Is Jell Schuyler. He's the publisher of that Kill magazine.
Jell Schuyler. Is that just for my own notes? How do you spell that?
JELLESCHYLAR.
Jell Schuyler. Okay. Excellent. So you said there were like 5 or 6. You said the fight was 6 people or so?
Yeah.
Anyone else you remember?
No.
And I don't know, did Ward get that message?
Yeah, Ward would finish his conversation with the beat cop, and he'll start making his way over to you. He'll probably snap a couple of pictures
Yes, sir.
on the Kia. Of just he's starting to work the crime scene from the outside in. And he'll nonchalantly make his way over there and he'll listen in on the back end of the conversation. And
go ahead and give me an insight roll.
Yeah, insight. Here we come. Public roll. Here we go.
So just to step back in the rules, Tommy rolled 2 d8s, which means he has a B or a C rating in both the attribute and the skill that he was trying to test.
Okay, so yeah, you don't notice that he's lying while he's talking to Feng. You only notice that he's telling the story and the numbers don't really add up.
Yeah, so I know you really like Iris, and how'd you feel when they started throwing stuff at her? And I guess he's going to kind of maybe try to aggravate him a little bit, I guess.
You know, it
Yeah,
wasn't cool.
could I push my roll? Like
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
he does that, could I push this previous
Absolutely.
insight roll to try to
Absolutely.
he's trying to
Perfect
all
use
right.
of it.
Let's how do I push this?
So
I
you
think
can
you
just
right
press
click the
push.
card.
There we
There
go.
you go. There you go.
There we
Oh,
go.
Oh no. You take one stress, but you got a success.
And right there in the moment, he'll light up a smoke and
There's something definitely shifty about this dude, because as you kind of came over and he's talking about the numbers and everything, you can almost see him like he's moving back and forth. And Ward's lengthy experience as a Blade Runner, this guy's about to take a Dixie. He's about to run on you.
hey, let me and he'll kind of lean in and lower his voice down to a whisper. Hey man, come over here. Serious question for you. And he'll pull out he'll pull something out of his jacket, you know, to show him it's most likely Leah's crime scene. It's the photo of Leah and the information that we've got on her.
Mhm.
And he'll try to get him to come back in for a little secret.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a manipulation.
Not my strong suit.
but strong enough.
Yep. There you
But
go.
strong enough, yeah. So yeah.
Well, maybe strong enough.
So
Yeah.
you're kind of talking to him. You're like, no, check it out, man. Look, I want you to take a look at this picture. And he goes, yeah, I don't know her. And he goes, I got to go. I'll see you guys later. And he starts walking away.
He'll Ward will reach out and detain this gentleman.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a hand to hand. You're going for a grapple.
And I guess Feng will, at the very least, stand behind this guy. I don't think he's going to be much help. But maybe he might give you, I don't know, advantage.
Yeah, I would say Ward we would be we'd have our little L shape going on, right? We'd be positioned properly while interviewing a witness. Could we roll? Could we advocate
yes.
for advantage?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a roll, martial art or a hand-to-hand combat roll. Wait on yours, Ward. We're going to give
Okay.
Feng an opportunity to get in the way.
All right. I like it.
Oh,
Not his
you
strong
want?
suit.
Wait, do you want me to roll hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, you roll.
I was
If you get any successes, then he will get a bonus, an advantage. If you fumble, then he will get disadvantage because you get in the way.
Oh,
Feng, noted hand-to-hand combat master.
Yes.
yeah. So I was hoping to avoid this very situation.
Indeed.
You might call strength my dump stat. So all right.
Yay.
Push. Gamble.
Push it to the
Let's see,
limit.
if I push,
Let's go
I'll
gambling.
both get stress and fuck up his roll.
Maybe, or you won't.
Hey, let's
Sure.
go
Might succeed.
gambling.
We're playing. Let's push it.
There you
Let's go gambling. Yeah.
Does Feng want to impress him? That's the question.
Ah,
Okay, so you push. You're like, so no stress though, because you didn't roll an origami unicorn.
All right. So I'm no help.
No help at all.
This is
go ahead and make your
unsurprising.
grab. You're gonna get one grab at him, and that's it. He's gonna try and shrug you off. I can't read those dice.
That is one
It's
success.
it's a
One success.
success.
Okay.
Say, come on, buddy. Let's go meet Iris.
Hold on a sec.
Oh no!
You're reaching out for him. You're reaching out for him in like a standard, try and take a bar arm on him. You grab his wrist, and he's just like, he totally swings it around, makes sure that he breaks breaks your grip on him, opposite your wrist. It like totally practiced. He's like, slip, and he's like, starts running.
I guess we're chasing, aren't we? Don't worry, I got you. I got you, Ward.
You guys are.
Meanwhile, there's a
We do have his
replicant.
information for what it's worth.
That's true.
Yeah,
if it's real information.
We do have his information. We've also got we also have video footage. Oh my goodness.
Styles, you sure you don't want to push that roll?
Yeah.
Please?
One more.
You could
Yeah.
get
You
four
know,
successes.
90% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. So
That's true.
Ward's just gonna turn around and walk inside the club.
that's valid. He's like, never
Oh,
mind.
we're not even going to try.
Damn.
Okay.
Or yeah, Feng is going to be like, he's going to watch the guy run away, and then look toward, and look at the guy. Just
The guy
walks back
disappears
into the club.
into the crowd.
And you'll hear I think
The
to you,
sergeant's like,
Feng,
the sergeant's like, that guy didn't want to talk to you.
Barely not.
kind of under his breath to Feng, Ward will say, don't give him anything for the tabloids.
That is wise.
Gotcha, boss.
Come on, let's get in here.
So you
and
guys
let's
get
find
inside.
out where that motherfucker went.
You guys go on inside, and you've already got that crime scene photo, right?
Yes.
So take a look at that and tell me what you're going to do in relation to the scene. I'm actually going to say, yeah, we could actually, as you guys are walking into the club, Angel, you said you're going to head back into the back and see what Nastya's up to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you head on back, and everybody else take a look at the crime scene picture and tell me what you want to do with it. And you see back there, Iris is back there, and it's clear that Nastya is not making her more calm, like not at all. Like,
Before
Yeah, it's just business as usual. Like, what did you see? When did you see it? Tell me more.
just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Yeah. Before it's go time for Angel, you see like a slight, like they're going to look at the situation. They're going to look at Nastya. They're going to look at Iris. I'm going to take all this information in and then jolt in a way and then make my way over to Iris and be like, hi, honey. Are you doing okay? What happened?
I just want to go home. This is crazy.
I know, sweetheart. Everything must be so scary. Trust me, I get it. From one dox to another, it could be hard. I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to rush you or anything
Did
like
Taffy
that. Just
hire you to replace me?
no, sweetheart. No, I'm part of the LAPD. I'm sent here to investigate.
So what kind of police are you? You're not a Blade Runner, are you?
No, honey, I am a consulting advisor.
So you're okay.
Nastya's
Yeah.
just like, just give him a look.
But at that
I don't
look,
have to
I'm
tell
just
you
gonna
I'm a
like,
cop.
I'm gonna look at her, just be like, don't do anything. Don't
fuck this up.
don't fuck this up. This is what
Boss.
I'm made for. This is what I'm made for.
So She's all, yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give
Listen,
me a manipulation roll because you are
will do.
lying to her.
Yeah, I am lying,
You have to tell me
especially
you're not.
after I like see in her body language she's uncomfortable with Blade Runners. All right, roll. All right. I'm not going to push it.
One success. Two
She
crit
doesn't
fails.
notice anything else. She's like, okay, so as a consultant, then okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You look
so
lovely today, by the way. Just, you know.
yeah, I mean, the snake scales are a bit much, but yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They look great on you.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. So I already told her what I saw. So can I go now?
Well, I mean,
No.
Oh,
you visibly see Angel just like
Dynamic duo right here. Am I right?
the reason why that particularly tickles me is because I have met that officer. I've had that exact fucking interaction. I've won him over, and here comes Dipstick.
Here comes bad cop. No, you cannot leave.
No, and that like in the most insulting tone possible. You know, that
no.
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 Uh,
Oh
all right,
God.
so
yeah.
So okay, well I guess I'll tell you again since she's not going to let me go until I tell you.
Well, yeah, I mean, just tell me one more time just what happened, and just anything else you want to tell me.
So
Would
I was
just
doing
be
my set. I was doing my
Mhm.
set, right? And
Yes.
the crowd got a little crazy, and they started throwing ice at me, and then a drink and a couple of glasses, and then this big pale guy he kind of intervened. And do you have a light?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna pull it out and flick it on for her.
Stink. Okay, so yeah, so he came in to my rescue. Basically, he took on this group of 5 dudes on his own, and it just was like, and he was throwing them all over the place.
Styles, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't know him?
Yeah, I just know that he's called Styles. He kind of he looks out for us.
Insight check.
Okay.
For real, yeah.
Insight check.
Actually, give me 2 rolls. Give me an insight and then a manipulation.
Okay. That's 2 success on the
Successes.
insight.
So it's yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. I got a unicorn.
Yep.
I'm gonna push.
Damn.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll take
There you go.
I'll take that stress though.
Yep. Is that like half of your stress?
Yeah, I'm at 3.
I can already see you like short circuiting as you're like
Like,
giving people massages. I'm like, you good?
I'm like,
So she's like, so you, the first one was your insight, and yeah, she was definitely lying, and you caught her out, and she's like, oh shit.
mhm.
But and you basically said, oh, it's cool. You calm her down and kind of get.
It's fine, honey. Like, we can talk. We're just girls.
So, yeah, Styles looks out for me and the other N9s that perform at the club. He's just a friendly guy. He's helping replicants out. I don't know who he is actually, like in life, but I've seen him around. And the only other place I've ever seen him was over at Animoid Row,
You
which
know,
all of
I
you
actually
know is where
gotta
they make the animals and stuff like that, which is where Decker visits when he's chasing down the snake.
Mhm.
That's the that's the other place that Styles would be. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
only other place
Um,
she's seen him before.
Great. I'm just gonna keep going to say, I actually got a cat from Animoid Row. His name is Scritches. He's so cute.
Oh, wow, that's great. Do you show her the photos of your 2 Blade Runners?
Yeah, I will be like, do you recognize these folks by chance?
Yeah, part of what we do for Taffy is we kind of work the crowd out front as well. And
Mhm.
yeah, I saw both of them in the club the night before, sitting at the bar. They were watching the crowd too when I was up on stage.
Mhm.
When the brawl kind of erupted, I think I saw both of them. Yeah, both of them move into the fight.
So
But
both of
that's
them engaged?
yeah, I think so. I kind of lost view because the press of bodies and everything. But yeah, I saw. And at this point, we'll turn the page over to Ward and Feng as you as you enter in, and Taffy's sitting there, and he's like, "Hey guys."
So much more friendly. You're welcome, guys.
We'll
You
say maybe
buttered them up so well.
He
if
goes,
if
"Go ahead."
oh, I was gonna say maybe if we want to conjoin like in the middle of this conversation, you do hear the loud like no coming from like the locker room.
No.
And Taffy goes, "Hey, ain't you Ward or something? Uh, you you
Detective.
check? Yeah, I'm sorry, Detective. Yeah, Detective Ward. You came down here once or twice before."
Yeah. Looks around. We've been here before, Taffy. You already give your statement?
Yeah, I talked to the brute squad and that pretty little thing you got with you.
Well, what are we looking at? What was Shiler up to last night? Was
I
this
mean,
planned? You think he had this planned, or things just go off the cuff?
they were too drunk to be planning anything. The whole crew's their money's good. That's the only reason why I let them in the club, and they're 86 from here on out because of that shit last night. That was too much. Can I get you a drink before you let me open up?
Yeah, I'll take a drink, old fashioned.
Gotcha. He goes back behind the bar, starts putting it together for you, and he tells you basically exactly the same story that he gave to the rest of your squad.
So I guess while Ward's corroborating that story with Taffy, Fung might start wandering around. Start by taking. I mean, is Sandor's body is still here, or it's being processed now?
It's been processed. It's been taken away. They tried to save him, and then they've been sent to the morgue.
Okay, so he wants to start taking a look around for if we can find casings.
Okay. So just staring at the
everything.
yeah. So you're taking key pictures of everything in the scene. Excuse me. So looking at the picture, you're like the very first thing when you're talking about the casing and that kind of stuff is looking in there for the slug, in the mirror for the slug.
Oh wow! It. I suppose the exit wound is
A
always
large
worse.
cracked mirror on the wall. Yep. So you
Okay.
go ahead and take a look at it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a tech plus intelligence.
My speciality. One success. I'll take that.
It's a big one. It's probably a 44 caliber.
I wasn't playing around,
And
whoever this was.
no, and it is might be the same that you guys use in your blasters.
Those things that like explode when they hit people.
Well, it's 44 caliber. It's a big bullet. Yes, and
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
jacketed hollow point, etc. But the other thing is that it's kind of strange, or that attracts your attention to it, is that you have to get it lab checked to make sure. But it's definitely struck something before it struck the mirror. So this may be the bullet that killed Sandor.
Gotcha. So it's unclear. I mean, the witnesses, did they indicate that there was only one shot fired, or were two shots fired?
Just one.
Just one.
And it was really loud. Really
44.
loud.
So you bag it for evidence and
Yeah.
prep it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would yeah. I mean, if they'll find the slug in Sandor if
it's
if
not
there
the
was
one
a
that
second
killed
one
him.
fired. Yeah.
Exactly. Some silenced bullet or something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then there's a blood stain, and then signs of struggle as well.
Yeah. What remaining signs of a struggle are there besides just the knocked over chairs? I mean, who's to say? Like,
There's some blood, or excuse me, there's some glass on the floor or stuff like that. And with your roll, you're pretty clear that while it might be evidence for a regular trial, it's probably not going to be useful for this. But you take photos just as Ward had instructed you to. Ward, meanwhile, you're sipping on your old fashioned.
Yeah. So
This guy.
Jail Shiler and his crew come in here, fill up your coffers with Shinyan, get good and drunk, start harassing your dancer, and then he'll show a picture of the guy from outside. And then this guy steps in and intervenes on behalf of your dancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Styles. Okay, so one man takes on 5. Brawl ensues. Shots are fired. 1 in 9 dead. Where'd the other one go?
Dude, I don't know. I didn't know they were N9s in the first place. I
What was
just
their
thought they were
their
cops.
story? What was their story?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything. They just came in and they didn't even talk to
Tappy.
me. Dude, I'm telling you.
You let two cops walk up to your bar and you're not gonna go talk to them?
No, I mean, they placed an order. They didn't want to talk to me.
You just sat there. They just sat there and watched. Did it look like they were waiting on?
Yeah, they were definitely watching something, and I wasn't sure. I thought they were watching Gel and his fucking crew, but I don't know. They may have been watching Styles. I don't know. They certainly went into this shit when the fight went on. They dove in, but
What do you know about Styles? You know anything about
he's been hanging around
Ruckus?
since last year. He's been hanging around a lot, and he looks after the boys and girls. My performers.
oh, so is he actually? I mean,
Nah, he totally isn't. He's not a fucking employee, that's for sure. I just can't keep him out of here, and for what it's worth, it's actually kind of handy to have somebody that the girls and the boys are comfortable with. To get them home and shit like that. Beats having to pay for it myself.
Kind of, he'll say. So, Taffy, what reason would Styles have to run from me? and just gives like a fake ass
Oh.
smile.
I mean, he did beat the shit out of all those dudes last night. I mean, go talk to Jell. He'll be the one to tell you. He waded in and started tossing bodies around.
No wonder he broke your attempt to grab him. He beat the shit out of 5 guys. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, one of them he lumped pretty good. Like,
If he shows his face again, will you let me know?
absolutely. Hey, and I'm sorry about your colleague. I mean, that's some fucked up shit. And I'm sorry about my cracks earlier to that Amazon you had walk in here. She's scary as fuck, man.
I wouldn't know. I've never worked with her before. Downs the rest of his old fashioned, sets it down, and like almost as if on cue, he brought up Johnny, and Ward walks off. Not a door he's opening. And he'd just pretty much go to give Iris pretty much the same spiel. You know, where'd she go? You had to have seen her go someplace. Which she went into the fight. She had to have come out of the fight.
So you go head on back, and at that point, they're just finishing up their conversation with her. And, you know, unconventional or not, Angel is holding her hand.
Yeah.
And like, you can tell one of the things that she's doing is actually feeling her pulse in the back of her hand. That they're doing is feeling the pulse, Iris's pulse. And while they talk to her about all these things that are so pressing and dangerous. Look, I really thank you for being so nice and everything, but I just want to go home. I don't, you know.
I know, sweetheart. Unfortunately, that's not up to me. But if it were up to me, I would say you're clear to go. Anywho, we're gonna get this settled down. We're gonna get this situated for you. Okay. I know this sucks. I'm actually gonna dig into my jacket and pull out a pack of cigarettes. I'm gonna give her 2 of mine. Just hang on for a little longer, okay? I know this sucks, but we're gonna get this situated, okay?
So Ward comes in right as you're doing that, talking about that. And do you lay into her right away, Ward, with where did this girl go? Show her the picture.
Yeah, and he'll do so with as much tact as someone with his years of force, years of experience on the force would do.
It's like I don't know. I'm just telling this wonderful consultant here. I do not know.
Yes, detective. Actually, I think it'd be.
There was a big tussle and a fight, and you know, most everybody ran out the front door. I just went through the backstage to get, you know, out that way.
Detectives, I think it'd be really beneficial if we like go outside and talk over everything we just learned. And Ward, you would know that this is like Angel's on mode.
I would want to, you know, he'll start to kind of make his way. How would the stage give us it if we were to go stand on the stage? Would that afford us any measure of privacy?
You're actually, you can actually go into one of the other back rooms, and you can talk there.
Do we think we're done with Iris at this point?
I think I got all the information I could get out of her.
Okay. As we're walking out of the room then and then going to discuss, Nastya is gonna walk up and flip her card and just say, if
She
anybody
flinches.
Okay, that's a bit much, but look, I want you to feel safe. If any of these folks come around again, if anybody comes by your apartment, just give me a call. We'll figure it out. And then she just turns around and walks away. Like it's nice, but maybe
Yeah,
doesn't linger on it.
and you don't see this, but the camera lingers on her, and she's like totally like, what? Who is this person? Like,
She rips
being
your
nice
card
to
in
me?
half.
What? Yeah.
I'm gonna, before I leave with that, I'm be like, okay, honey, I'll talk to you later. Bye. And then as soon as I'm like, bye, and I
She
turn,
finds herself waving to you, with whether she wants to or not. She's like, bye.
Angel immediately she's tired.
Jesus Christ, Angel.
Before Ward dips off to this back room with the shift here, he wants to stand up on the stage and survey the entire room from the perspective of Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Big thing, first thing, he's taking in everything, Griff.
Yeah.
But definitely noting exits.
Right. So yeah,
he's playing the story in his head. He's watching it from Iris's perspective.
Yep.
And
love
exits.
it. Love it. Absolutely. Yes. Man camera. You're actually trying to replay everything you've been told through the lens of your perceptions, being in the same position she is. And you do immediately recognize, she even gestured with her left hand when she said that they all kind of ran out. And stage left is where the main entrance is. And so when she's clearly talking about things that she actually saw.
All right. Yeah, he'll satisfied and he takes that mental snapshot, files it away, and he'll go close the door and hear what looks to Angel.
I'm gonna text Feng on my thing to let him know where we're at and to possibly join us.
Okay. He comes walking up, and you guys basically are in the foyer of the place, the entrance.
Okay.
Instead of a back room.
Angel takes a minute to kind of reprocess. Yeah. And I put everything into my notes on Foundry. So whatever is on my whatchamacallit, my file
Kia.
so far.
Your
Yeah,
Kia.
my time tracker Kia.
Mhm.
I tell everyone.
Okay.
So about styles, Animoid Row, all that good stuff, about how our two Blade Runners went, everything.
Okay.
And as this is happening, you see at the end of it, Angel just kind of, honestly, I don't like lying. I know that's what I'm made to do, but if I can't, I just don't like it.
Well,
I was like, what did you lie about? Because he wasn't
I
there.
told Iris that I was a consulting advisor Doxy instead of a Blade Runner.
Fung's gonna look at Ward and be like, that violate codes.
Says, how would you feel about looking into Shyler? I'm sorry, not Shyler. Styles. He seems to have a thing for you.
I could do that, detective. That wouldn't be a problem.
it's a good idea, Ward.
I think I might need some backup, though, whether it be muscle or someone to just have second eyes.
So as we're kind of winding down here for the last few minutes, we want to also cover what are you putting into the Kias? Is everything going in so far?
Yeah, as I mentioned on the case files, the time tracker, I've been noting everything on Angel's point of view. So everything that's in there is going to be on my Kia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I want to grab, and this isn't necessarily a note, but we haven't mentioned it, is I do want to grab the security footage that is available from the snake pit.
Yeah, there is no security footage. Taffy doesn't have cameras.
Okay.
He has a clientele that would not appreciate being filmed.
For whatever reason, I had my notes from session 0 that we had footage. So
I think it's from
I
outside,
had-
right?
Esper footage from outside. You'll be able to go back.
got
up
it.
and find that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, ignore that then. I think so far everything that's happened, she's noted.
Okay.
I think Feng would probably just put the persons of interest, not persons of interest, but involved persons
Mhm.
in the Kia.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe even just first names.
Okay.
So I've got Leah, Sandor, Taffy, Styles, Iris, Gel.
Gel
Is there anyone
Skyler,
else?
yeah. No, I don't think so. So as far as evidence that you've gathered, that this is going to be giving you promotion points, right? The bullet is one piece of evidence. Go ahead, Ward.
Ward would, like, when it as we're in there, we're kind of cataloging everything. When it comes time for when the casing comes out, that would be the one thing that Ward would suggest we leave out of our Kias for now.
Like the caliber of it,
Mhm.
indicating like what type of gun it came from. Okay.
And who it could or could not have, what firearm it could or could not have been fired from. Let's keep that until we know more about where this casing originated from. Let's keep this quiet.
I'm down for that.
Let's first. Okay, so the challenge there is that he was kind of categorizing everything, but he would have done the plastic work anyway. So he probably put it all on his evidence envelope first, and now he's got it with him, and
Mhm.
he's ready to put it into the Kia. But he did take pictures of the bullet hole, so you may have some splaining to do if you don't have it in there. But that being said, so promotion point for getting the story and the evidence as to what was going on in here, that Shell might be involved in getting so a promotion point for figuring out the brawl. And what about Styles? Do you enter his information in, or what you have of him?
I will on Angel's front.
Yeah, so so that's another promotion point for you.
So 1, 2. So I started with 1, so I get another one, and
everybody gets 1 based on the fact that you put that in there.
Okay, great.
So
I
for
got
you,
2.
it's just a tall, pale guy, and then she gave you the additional
Mhm.
information that he looks out for us. They actually have pictures. Are you going to put those pictures into the Kia?
I mean, are we going to need to? So if we put them in, we'll need to probably follow up, go find this dude in Anemoid Row, right?
Yeah, which Ward already instructed Angel to do. And then Angel's like, I need backup.
I mean, if we think if you're going to do backup, then we got to put it in anyhow, right?
And
Yeah.
Ward
Because this guy already ran, so maybe we do
directly towards your FTO. Boom. That's what you're here for.
Yeah, I'm down to be the backup, but I really also want to be there to kill the story with Gel.
Yeah, so what other we've got? So
that's a lead.
He ran Anemoid Row. Then there's Leah's apartment. Would probably be that's big, right?
And then the autopsy too of Sandor.
Sandor.
The crime lab.
Yep. he could also run a search on Styles to see if he can find him
Do we-
without triggering alarms and stuff like that. He might be able to do that from the thing. He also could look at the Esper footage from there of the front of the club.
the
that kind of thing.
story that Gel is going to run in the Kill magazine, does that feels maybe more time sensitive to me? Like, do we need to kill that like by the end of the day versus?
Well, you don't know that there is a story.
Got it. Okay. I
And
thought there was
one of the things specifically that Nastya would know for sure is that sometimes leaning on somebody is the worst thing to do, right?
That's fair.
Like,
Okay.
it might actually cause it to happen. But that being said, you have a couple of investigative leads leading forward from here
Mhm.
that you guys can follow up on, and you can decide in the intervening time. We've had an audience for most of this evening, and I really appreciate them all showing up and
Thank
hanging
you,
out.
guys.
Thanks.
Thank
guys.
y'all.
And I hope you guys had fun, because I certainly did. And you
Oh,
made some
yeah.
headway. I would suggest, and as time will start to press on you, that you split up a little bit more than you have this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. So I hope you guys had a good time. I certainly did. And thank you for joining us on Frontline Fiction and the Graveyard of Dreams.
Thanks, guys.
See you
Bye.
guys
Thank
next week.
y'all.
Yeah, I think